Jeff. I'm out here in the Creme 2 parking lot, and I just wanted to go over a couple of the different places that I am going to miss you the most. I can't tell you how many times I would walk through this Creme parking lot to start my day, and I would meet up with you somewhere here out in the parking lot. We would say good morning. You always had a smile on your face.
Jeff, I need you to know I already shot this video once, but I didn't like my framing on it, and I could not have a video for you have bad framing.
I just want to say congratulations. I am so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see where this next journey brings for you. You are an amazing person. You are one of my favorite people. Don't tell anyone else that.
Jeff, the answer is simple. You're gonna be missed. It's been wonderful to work with you not once, but twice here at the mighty Creme 2.
Jeff, I've always enjoyed your enthusiasm and your complete knowledge of everything Spokane.
Congratulations on leaving after 35 years of the deuce, where you've been there literally as long as I've been alive. I'm sure you will not miss days like today where you're sitting out in the elements just waiting to get pelted by wind and whatever else debris happens.
Hey Jeff, it's Liz and Alexa here. We just want to say congrats on the new job, and it was really great working with you at Creme.
We miss you and congrats.
Remember that one story we did about experimental airplanes crashing? We went out to the airport. You encouraged me to get into an experimental airplane with this FedEx pilot. We grabbed some great footage, got back to the station. We're so proud of our work. And then Noah freaked out, saying, "You can't do that."
Andrew, let me tell you, if you want to buy a boat, you might as well just burn $5,000 a year. $5,000? That's a big chunk of change.
So many things come to mind, just your cheery attitude, your laugh, your sing-songy voice.
But if you do get a boat, you'll attract some very alluring ladies. Oh, is that right?
I try and call him. I don't know if he still does this, but at the time, Jeff would put on the do not disturb function while he was driving, so you couldn't get a hold of him. And I think he passed me maybe 3 different times just driving up and down the road, and I'm just standing there like trying to get his attention. We have like 45 minutes to the show, and I think finally I just ended up having to shoot the stand up myself, run back to the station, and Jeff was like, "What? I don't know. I couldn't see. I didn't know where you were."
I am recording this in a sauna, and it's about 130 degrees in here. I felt like this would be a funny place to do it because it seemed like a good place for a weird, awkward, inappropriate Jeff joke. I'm not gonna say one. You can make one for me.
Whatever it was, I know that you always had a great attitude and made everything better, even if we'd had just the longest day ever. I can't tell you how many times I walk by this locker and think of you, and it puts a smile on my face. I'm really gonna miss that too.
The first time we worked together, what was in fashion was the Creme 2 in the kitchen cookbook. And we were even shooting and editing on these types of tapes.
But what I miss the most is our chats about Kim Kardashian, because what most people don't know is you're the foremost expert on all things pop culture.
I'm on the side of Highway 195, so forgive the traffic that's going to come by and drown me out. We got a double truck here. Car, another car. Always appreciated your kindness, your positivity, sir, and wishing you the best.
You've come a long way, my friend. Very proud of you. And I appreciate all your efforts way back when I was there. You made my job easier. Wish you all the best in your new adventure with the city of Spokane. Hopefully a little less stress.
I cannot not mention Nosebleed Gate of 20, gosh, what is happening right now? Nosebleed Gate of 2019. When you were my photog, when I got a nosebleed on live television.
Usually photographers I work with, like I gain some of their habits just from being around them so much. But since we didn't really get to work together that much, I feel like that didn't really happen for us. But
And I love the fact that when I first started here 32 years ago, you've been here about 35, that I walk in the building and I'm nervous and that people go, oh, that's Shorty over there. And I look up at you and you're like 6'3".
I wish you would stick around. I have really enjoyed getting to know you, and from the moment I walked in the door, you just were so welcoming. And what can I show you? What can I help you with? And I love that. All right, my friends.
Popped up Blackbird.
Blackbird.
It's a Blackbird.
I love
Want to pull
Blackbird.
into Blackbird? Let's check it out. If anyone ever says their photographer is better than mine, I will fight you. Look at this man. He is the best photographer. Getting it.
And anyone who's worked with Jeff for very long knows that if you couldn't find him in the building, maybe you've been calling him on his cell phone and he hasn't been answering, you could pretty much always count on walking here to the engineering office and you'd find him talking to the engineers, talking about gadgets, talking about all the different technology that he loved. So you always knew where to find him because he was back there putting a smile on their face.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Sat Truck, my favorite part of Creme 2.
We're going to miss you here in engineering. You've always been an integral part of the station, and we know you'll do great with your new job. So congrats.
And they told me I can't say what I said on the other one, so I won't. Good luck.
I do want to tell you that you were one of my all-time favorite photographers to work with at Creme. Don't tell that to Brett. But I always loved working with you. You just always had the best attitude, whether it was covering the windstorms out in Airway Heights or fires in Spokane Valley. Every day was just a pleasure to work with you because of your positive attitude. And who can forget that laugh, that Jeff Bollinger laugh?
We know we wanted to avoid those situations where we'd be sitting in the newsroom waiting for something to happen, and then inevitably something would come across the scanner or there'd be breaking news that we probably didn't want to go to, and then Noah would walk out of his office with his hands firmly in his back pockets and start looking around at what crews were sitting around that could go to breaking. So sometimes we avoided that, and hey, let's be honest, it was okay.
Whenever I would see you out on the scene, it was so fun to come up and reconnect. And every time I saw you then and every time I think of you now, it just makes me smile. That's a neat superpower.
I'm not Jane McCarthy, but somebody needs to, and I'm happy to win this on her behalf. Thank you so much.
Yes, Jeffrey!
Thanks for the hustle. Jeff, they told me you're leaving Creme and giving up this glamorous life of a news photographer?
I'm gonna miss that fun that you brought to work every single day and the joy you brought to work. Sorry, it's getting really hot in here.
While I was working on the story, Jeff sat on my couch with my daughter and my babysitter. He ate flautas and finished up some Hamilton. And that's just Jeff. He makes himself at home. He's part of your family, and he's always going to be a part of the Creme 2 family.
Jeff, we love you, man. The city is really, really lucky to have you. And you deserve it. You deserve it. You've been nothing but smart and helpful and tall.
Thank God Jeff Bollinger was my photographer, because I swear to God your car has enough supplies in it that somebody could last for like 2 weeks by themselves. You had a plethora of napkins, and we were able to handle that situation.
Always appreciated your company, the conversation, and you were so helpful and helped me take another step in my career.
You put up with me while I would sometimes hand you a package at 4:30 for the 5. I don't know how you didn't kill me. Miss you, love working with you, and congrats on the new gig.
Asking, hey Jeff, do you need me to bring anything on this trip down? And you said, just your beautiful body.
2, 1. Hey Jeff. 1. Hey Jeff, congratulations. Take 5. Hey Jeff, congratulations. 30. Oh, it's 35. Take 9. Welcome to government work. It's great. You're going to love it. You're back working for Nadine. That's excellent.
Jeff Bollinger, you are the greatest. You will be missed. Not only did you learn to drive the satellite truck and take that job on, you became our pilot for our drone, and then of course the most positive person ever in the newsroom, a fabulous photographer and an editor, and even better when you're out in the field, the kind of guy that was always positive.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you the past year, even though we've been apart in different rooms. You have taught me so much, and you've always been so helpful, and you always give me the best nap sound.
And I will appreciate that forever.
I treasure the little moments I got with you, and I'm so excited for your next journey. I know it was a tough decision, and we're gonna miss you a lot.
I really think that, you know, the best thing to do if you want to buy a boat is just buy a jacuzzi instead, because then you can have the water right outside your house.
You have seen it all in the amazing stories that you've gotten to cover, and of course you couldn't forget election night and pizza. Just wishing you all the best. It was an honor and a privilege to work with you.
Jeff, if my math is correct, you've been at CREM as long as I have been alive, which means you have seriously earned taking that heavy camera off your shoulder and enjoying this next chapter. Gotta say, you're one of the most perennially positive people that I've ever had the joy of working with, and I wish you all the best.
I tried to keep the Jetta for as long as I could. It was my daily driver for 7.5 years, but I had to sell her off. But always loved that thing, appreciate it.
And I would run to Jeff and say, Jeff, what's wrong? I don't know how to do this. And he always seemed to have the answer. He always knew how to do it.
I love you, Jeff Bollinger. In my opinion, you are the greatest.